Guy was diving off the coast of Greece somewhere, Greece or maybe it was Italy, and he like was just rummaging through the seafloor, and he kicked over some sand, and just a face was staring at him, and so he like freaked out for a sec, and then he started uncovering more of it because he realized the face was metal, and he had to keep going back up for air and back down until he could unearth the whole thing. But he found two solid bronze statues made by the ancient Greeks that are like 6 foot tall and just ridiculously detailed. Like they almost have fingerprints, and it's one solid piece of bronze that's 6 foot tall, and there are no seams. Which, if you understand anything about sculpture and metalwork, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? The Romans thought they were amazing too, but they also knew bronze was expensive. So they had marble copies made and melted down the bronze. But also, guess what? We don't know how to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So changing the medium actively kills part of the art form, because now we have no idea how to pour 6 feet of solid bronze in a perfect mold.
Oh my, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like the limitations of our resources to make art really kind of harden and make this a much more difficult discussion. Like the transition from film to digital is right now a back and forth discussion, but there gets to be a point where like the things and the chemicals we need to make film just dry up. And what happens then? And the fact that these chemicals have changed over time changes the way the films work. What happens
Because,
when we have to
70s
like years from now people have to explain that film used, like, I have to explain to people when I talk to them sometimes that, like, no, see, back when I bought a DVD initially, there used to be like the full screen version and the widescreen version.
Yeah.
And people don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I used to say, look, so back in the day when I wanted to watch something, we didn't have a DVR, so like we went out and bought VHSs and like taped the show on the VHS. And like there'd be certain VHSs that are protected against it, and like you'd get unlucky if you got one of those. And people don't know what I'm talking about.